Mhm. Hi, everyone. Welcome.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Dream, 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 dream. Welcome.
Dream, dream.
When I want you and all your charms, when I want you within my arms, whenever I want you, all I
All
have
I have
to
to
do
do
is
is
dream.
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 Oh, the
Yeah.
Everly Brothers. I was so in love with them. Oh my God.
Oh, that's
Were
cute.
you?
And Ricky
Oh,
Nelson. And Ricky
yeah.
Nelson.
Oh, yes. Yep.
Yeah. I went
So,
to a garden
welcome, everybody.
party.
Welcome, everybody. It's great to see you here. The Bookers are not going to be with us again. Peter is going in for some surgery on Thursday. Carolyn's still nursing her tick bite from last week, so we're sending them lots and lots of love and healing energy.
Yes.
And yeah. So welcome. And I forgot that this afternoon I was taking a cat nap because I knew I was going to be on late. And I am in my dream. I'm driving my car and I go to come around another car, like at the back of Walmart. You know what I mean? Like where people park their cars back there. And I was this close to crashing head first into another car. And I woke myself up.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I went, ah! So talk about lucid dreaming. I knew at some point it was a dream, but I didn't connect with the car and I sure was glad.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
That's kind of how I feel like though, a car wreck.
Well, your worlds are kind of colliding, aren't
Kind of
they?
colliding. Yeah,
Mhm.
they
Kind of,
are. Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
colliding. It sounds like a
Uh-huh.
system or a
Uh,
skin disease. Kind of colliding.
oh dear. Yeah. Kind of silly tonight and that, you know what? That's okay.
That's
'Cause
okay.
it
We
really
can
helps to
feel it.
laugh. It keeps
It
me awake,
does.
number one.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Because
yeah, yesterday I woke up. It was 4:00 in the morning, not this morning, but the morning before, and we keep a fan on for white noise, and my fan went off, and I thought, oh, geez. So that was 4:00. So all day long, I couldn't get on. I live so far out that I can't even use auxiliary like backup stuff. Oh, we wish you were here too, sweetheart. Much love to
We
you
miss you,
both.
Carolyn
You
and
take
Peter.
care of yourself. Take care of
yeah.
yourself.
Right.
Anyway, I had to keep running out to the main street to just text people that I can't be there or whatever. And one of the times they blocked the road, so I had to try and find another way to get into into my neighborhood,
What?
which was a challenge. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, a lot of time without. I read that the FDA says to throw away anything in your refrigerator after 4 hours. I didn't know it was that small of a time frame. Like meat
Really?
and vegetables. Hmm. So they said you can keep stuff in your freezer up to 48 hours as long as it's not opened up 100 times. But your refrigerator, no, it's not a good idea to do that. So uh, I'm just I'm giving now I know some people, somebody I know included, that would ignore that, but I don't need to get sick, so that's why I
No.
decided not
No.
to do it.
You don't need to add that
Add to that to my list of stuff.
Like-
That's right.
Yeah.
So I want to say hello to Harley and Heavenly Blessed Honey, and Ness is here, Christine Fryer, Willow is here. It's nice to see you, dear. And let's see. We will tell you, Ness, when it's time. That's great. Thank you. You're at a toll booth at a rest area, Christine? Is that what you said? Oh. Or is Willow there? Okay.
I think, yeah, Willow's there.
Willow's there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Hello, Jen Bowles. I hope you're having a great summer so far. Imagine Brenda's here. Linda De Gonzalez. Miss Mims. Oh, my. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're well, Miss Mims.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Charlie
And
C.
Dr. Ann.
Yeah. Dr. Ann's here. And, of
Mhm.
course, the Bookers and Who else is
Pierrette.
here? Pierrette, Lori Hunsinger. All right. And thanks. Hi, Jenny F. You're not traveling, I guess. It's good to see you, Jenny. Julie Hamill's here. And I'm trying to make sure I get everybody. Dr. Ann Down Under. Create Love is here. Okay, Brenda, we have your Dominique Cassignol. It's nice to see you. Thank you for being here. And all right, here we go. Here we go. So it's been quite a week, even though it's only Tuesday.
Oh my God.
You lived 2 days in one.
I did, yes.
Yeah.
You're doing well, but you're just busy as heck. I get you. I do. And we're having weird weather here. That was what knocked this out. I think, even though it said it was equipment failure, there were high winds blowing stuff everywhere. And so, oh, really? Jen loves her friend's yard. It makes her feel like she's at home. Well, that is your home right now. And so that's beautiful. I'm so
That's
happy.
lovely.
Yeah, it is. So Kelly had her birthday celebration. She got a new drum. Is that what I heard?
I did. I got a new drum, and I have to say it's a really good drum. It's that really deep, where it just kind of vibrates in you.
Yeah.
Tim was going to get me one, and he had found one, and I said, do they have a video where we can listen to it? And it was kind of a higher pitched one. And then we looked and we found this one. So
awesome.
I'm anxious to use it. Yeah.
Awesomeness.
I love a drum circle. We used to do them, and there's nothing quite like it. It's very, very wonderful.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. And Miss Diana, she's gearing up because her birthday is coming at the end of the week.
Yeah.
And
Your
she's going
birthday week.
33 this year. And isn't that
Me and Jack Bennett.
Yeah, that's right. And of course, Miss Terry, it's wonderful to see you as well. And thank you for being here. Thank you so much.
Lovely.
Yes. Barbara Nesper, I'm glad you reached out to Gerald. I hope you enjoy your reading. Ness, I was told that whoever you're getting a reading from wants to hear from you. So reach out to them. And if Harley is here, Harley, let me know you won something at my thing, and I got to give you the information so that you can get the email to that. There's still some outstanding winners that have not contacted us. So you won a reading, Ness. You won some kind of, I think it was a Akashic record, maybe. I don't even know what it was, but you won something. So just, yeah. They wanted. Apparently, Marina says that the person said they hadn't heard from you. Yes. Do you know who it was? If you don't, follow up with me. I'll let you know who it is, and so on. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. So I have a pretty good surprise. We have some things in the chat, so that's great. But our friend Teresa Ford wrote to me about a dream that she had. And she says by 9:00 her time, she's ready for bed. So she didn't think she'd be here to do it. So I said, okay, no problem. We'll talk about it tonight, and I'll bring it to the team. So I have that. And so let's start out with that one.
Okay.
All right. So when Terry described the planet where Annie Bear went to be a teacher per the last dream show, I had a dream that took place on that that planet. I was next to a large crow-like bird. The bird and we were high above the planet. I'm not sure if I was in a physical body. Perhaps I was a bird as well. The bird telepathically told me to look to the valley below. There I saw the silhouette of a man walking in a neon green field of light. There were mountains in all shades of blue and deep purple all around the green field of light, much as Terry described in her interpretation of where Annie goes in her dream time. The bird told me to go to Earth with this man. Decades later, I met and married Ken. It was his silhouette that I saw. I didn't realize this when we first met. I never forgot that dream, even though I didn't have any context for it. I wonder if the bird was Annie Bear. Perhaps she sent me to Earth to be here at this time. I'm seldom awake, so I can't be there. I thought you would find it interesting nonetheless. And I certainly
Wow.
do.
That is like major energy going on there, Teresa. Oh my God.
It is. And so probably when you were describing that planet, she was going,
I've been there. I've been there.
okay, okay, all right.
Wow. No,
The
I
guy,
think that was her talking.
yeah, the guy that was in the green mist. Do you remember seeing green mist, Terry, when you were
I
describing?
do. I think there were blue mountains and green fields, and there was also green sky or something, but the sky changed. Um, and I've been to that planet before too, and it's
Okay.
beautiful. Yeah,
Yeah.
and as a bird, it feels like there are winged beings there. That it's like a star person, obviously, which of course the birds here are too, but in that dimension, they're winged beings.
Isn't
So
that the avians?
I think it might be, yeah, the blue
They're
avian.
usually blue, I thought. But
Yeah, but
okay.
but
All
they
right.
they can come in different colors, or we
Sure.
can see them in different colors.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What what did the sky change to for you when you had that vision?
well, um, the mountains are blue and the sky is green, and then the sky becomes orange.
Orange.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, wow. Okay.
So I feel like that's their kind of their sunset or something.
What
Um,
I'm trying to connect with here is that when she met Ken and married Ken, that she connected that he was the uh, man that she had to go to Earth with, and I find that to be just as fascinating as all the other parts of it. Like it was predestined,
Like
you
they
know.
were on a mission,
Right.
almost like on a mission together. And when you were talking about winged beings, Terry, I got that she gained her wings, that she gained her wings there before she came to Earth.
Wow.
Mhm. Hmm. Annie, I see you here, and Teresa Ford just told us a dream about that planet that Terry says you go to. That has blue
Blue
mountains and
mountains and green
green air,
sky.
green sky,
Yeah.
and we love you too, sweetie. And
Yeah.
that there was a bird there, a crow-like bird there, that told her Teresa to go somewhere. She wondered if you were that bird. That's what we're kind of, because you connected so well. And she said she saw this man that was there that was eventually her husband now. And she came to Earth with them because you told her she needed to come to Earth. She wondered if the bird was you. So what I'm going to do later is I'll send you the dream so that you can read it and then you can see what it says. But yeah, hollow bone of the bird tribes. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, Annie.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah,
hollow bone is Lakota, and other Native Americans use the term hollow bone for shaman, soothsayer.
Right.
magic.
Okay.
So I drew these cards. Valiant courage, take
Mhm.
action with passion.
Yep.
Oh, I love that.
Right? And now how appropriate, right? With the man in the green, lime green field.
Mhm.
View from above gives you the big picture.
And she was. I'm sensing this bird she said it telepathically, told her, but that they would be in the air having this conversation.
Right.
That's
Well,
amazing.
and Voyage of the Heart.
Wow.
And it says love flows through you and to you. And so all of those, I mean, and I shuffled this deck big time. And all of those cards, one of them jumped out of the deck to begin with. And
Mhm.
so I just stuck it back in and started shuffling. But they just line up with everything that she had said right from the beginning.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So, Annie, Teresa sent me the dream in an email because it's late where she lives, and she said she doesn't usually come, but she wanted us to hear the dream. So, I think it might be beneficial to I let the gals finish telling what they can see, and then maybe next week we can come back to it if Teresa responds again, or Annie, if you have any visions or anything about it. Anyway, Terry.
I love that.
Yeah.
So, well, this is exactly what you guys were doing, foreseeing the dimensions,
Yeah.
climbing in, receiving. So, and I love that because that's a picture of the bison. And I always see those bison running through the sky and running all over the air, like herds of bison. And I feel like the colors, God, even the colors are right, aren't they? Akashic records. So yeah, the field of Akash. So a past life that you guys had together as the bird people.
Yeah. Okay, you encouraged her to share it with me. Okay, well then you know what the dream's about. That's wonderful. I'm so glad, and you'll vouch for her. There you go. Oh, you know Teresa since before this world was new. Okay, that's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Sisters.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
the
you.
aliens.
That's awesome. I get here that it was a reflection of you were like mirrors for each other.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wow.
Arabians. Kelly, did you have anything
Yeah.
else? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got Palladian activation, but it says coming together, harmony in heavens. But look at the colors. You've got the blue and the purple. And then I got voice activation. And so I'm wondering, like the blue mountains, I instantly I go to chakras, when I think of that, and I go
Sure.
the throat. And so I got voice activation and angelic attunement, which I instantly I heard, when you guys were talking that you gained your wings before you came to earth, and divine support, that I think that it was you and your husband, you made this deal to come to earth, to support each
Right.
other in your journey. And then lastly, I got patience.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
All things will be revealed, and as they have been, because she had this dream, I believe, a while ago. From what it, what it
Yeah, before she met her husband.
before she met her husband. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I have to comment on the bison, and here's the reason why. Kelly tells me, "Oh, you should watch Outer Range.
You did.
What a great show." Well, we couldn't stop watching Outer Range because I
I
hadn't
know.
watched it before, and I watched first and everybody. If you haven't watched Outer Range,
I
the
haven't.
first thing, I wouldn't have picked it because it looks like a Western, and I'm not like into that.
Yep.
That's only just a teeny part of this. It's so metaphysical. that
So
it's
good.
unbelievable.
Well,
Yes.
and there are places like that exist. We have 2 of them in this country. They're all over the world.
Uh-huh.
The hole to nowhere.
Yeah. Oh, yes. And you
Or-
watched it in one gulp. Well, wait till you see. And now it's like, when is season 3 coming out?
Yeah,
I know.
right.
I've been looking it up, wondering if we're
Yeah.
we're gonna get any information.
Yeah.
What's the name of it?
It's called Outer Range,
Outer
and
Range.
it's on
Okay.
Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
I've got that.
Yeah. I don't watch TV that much. Well, I watch movies and things, but, and yeah, Outer Range, Mary. It's very, very good. And James Brolin's son, Josh, is in it. And boy, does he looks like his father just got spit out. I mean, he looks
Right.
exactly the same.
Handsome
And
man.
they're not bad to look at. So
Yeah.
good eye candy.
I think a cowboy's very attractive on the whole.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm,
yeah,
mhm, mhm.
I
Get
like
it.
that rugged.
I get
kind
it.
of- we used to go to this. A friend of mine, her parents were like in the Oklahoma thing where they ran for the land. Anyway,
Uh-huh.
so they have a big ranch down in southern Kansas, and you go down there, and every man is just gorgeous. One of them is an Armani model. And he and his wife are just strolling around with their kids and their cowboy boots and stuff. And Armani would send a jet over to pick him up and fly him over to Italy and do the shows.
Oh my
Wow.
And
goodness.
just like, you never know who you're going to run into.
You
Yeah.
never know.
That's true. You'd
Yeah.
be surprised if you went on an airplane. Exactly. You're probably sitting in 2 rows away from somebody really important, but doesn't, they don't, they just look normal. Yeah.
Yeah.
When they are normal people, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but
anyway,
we're
thank
really
you.
important.
Thank you very much, Kelly. Because I said to Keith, I want to watch this. Kelly says it's good. We'll give it a try,
Yeah. Yeah. Because
And-
you
and-
never know.
You never know. I was glad I did. And
Oh,
thank you.
I'm glad.
Yeah. Yep. There you go. Send the jet, please, Miss Mims says.
You got it.
Oh, the pizza place. There's a place here called the Cowboy Pizza too. And it's at Papa Murphy's. And it's a take and bake. We have a take and bake pizza place. And some people are like, when they first get here, they say, why would you want to buy a pizza that was raw? It's the best thing in the world. It
It's
really is.
amazing. Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good
It
stuff.
is. That's good
Uh-huh.
pizza.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Speaking about being on a plane, and sometimes you don't know who you're sitting by. One
Mhm.
time we were on a plane, and it was the band members of Kiss that were on on our plane. You figure out
Without their
real
makeup.
quick. It's like,
Uh-huh.
yeah, you can't mistake 'em.
Were they all dressed up and the hair dyed and everything?
They were doing it low key, but even their low key was loud, and so you noticed them.
Yeah.
My heating and cooling repairman is in a Kiss band and cover band, and the name of his company is Hotter Than Hell Heating and Cooling.
That's
So
awesome.
appropriate.
He's
Yes.
he's a blast. Yeah, Scott.
Uh-huh. Oh, wow. So, thank you everybody for weighing in here. What was the other movie that I was watching that had a time travel twist on it? That's really
Dark
good.
Matter.
Oh, that's Dark Matter on Apple.
Yeah, that's
chance
so
to see that.
good.
Very good. Yes. Anyway,
It's hard when it's only one episode a week, man.
I hate that.
So
Binging
hard.
is so much more fun.
Right?
Right?
But then you get
Just-
depressed. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. I have to wait now. Yeah, I get it. I totally. Hi,
You know
Jill.
it's good when you want to binge. It's like,
Yeah.
can we just watch one more? Just one more?
Absolutely. Yeah.
And Michael Douglas's Franklin is really good too.
I thought so. I did too. I did. I thought he's not so believable, but he tried. Let's put it that way. Yeah.
Well, I think he put the romantic twist that Ben walked around with. I mean, all the women fell
I don't
all
know
over.
why. A big his
know.
head. Oh, yeah. Anyway, sorry.
Well, we'd have to live back. Well, let's go back to when we lived.
I know. That's right. That's right. Absolutely. All right. So let's see what else is going on here. Let's see. So Willow says she was frustrated. She went to a restaurant and there was a toll and it's surrounded by cops. So I have to let my engine cool and then head to another one. Maps are supposed to avoid car needs. I'm sorry, Willow. I hope you're okay.
I hope
you
so
had-
too.
Okay. So you had nightmares last night about your ex, your mom, and this guy I love, but he's married. Let is past is just my subconscious effing with you. Probably. Yeah. We got some weird wonky energies. that's about all I can really say as far as explanations for anything between the solar storms, the ascension, what's going on in did you catch that Dr. Fauci was being investigated and with stupid Comer's people, and so was Merrick Garland, and that's all, and then Hunter Biden's trial, and I mean, I know that's politics, but it's that, and then you got Gaza, and they're not going to give it up because they said we tried this before and it didn't work then, so we're going to get rid of them completely. And then you got Joe stopping people coming in from the border. I mean, it goes on and on and on. It's this wonkiness.
And you got what's his name, to Satan banning Impossible Burger.
What?
What?
You-
I had no idea about that.
The Satan banned Impossible Burger and Beyond Beef or Beyond Meat, whatever that is. The only dream I had involved Stormy Daniels, and she was wearing an orange shirt like Jill Simmons. I got it.
Orange. There you
And
go.
she was riding a horse, and we know that it wasn't La Orange.
Yeah.
Wow.
Duck L'Orange. Oh, by the way, on the 11th of July, everyone should wear orange.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, I did a chart for the 11th of July. I think he's
you
going to
have?
get 3 months.
Oh, that's all?
Well, then he's going to go
Wow.
be on house arrest.
Oh,
But
okay.
I think he's going to
Yeah.
be incarcerated for 3 months.
Okay. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. In his style incarceration, I guess.
Well, yeah. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That'll
Bye,
probably be-
Ann. It's nice to see you. Let's
Aw.
see. People who are standing in the list is nuts. Anyone reading Millennial Hospitality? I don't remember that book. I did find a book that's about how Generation X Generation Z something that is out there.
The
But I
next, yeah.
All right. You're dumb.
Lori has a really good thing that she's saying to Willow. She says that Schumann is bringing up and pushing out what no longer needs to be in our bodies. That could be what is happening.
Yeah.
It could be really uncomfortable.
That's what Tate's going through, maybe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, I guess it's good that we get rid of it, but
Yeah.
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 we don't need it. But
I'm slow. I'm slow on the uptake. Yep.
yeah. Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
right. Yeah. All right. Yes. So we have Imagine Brenda. Sorry, I feel like I'm very slow tonight. I'm like, have you ever
Well-
seen that joke? There's a sign that says slow children, in a neighborhood, and then you see children going like this.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like.
Oh,
Well, we do have Venus in the Kazami with the sun, so
Okay.
it's a standstill moment. She's in the realm of Pluto. She's in Hades.
Uh,
no wonder.
It's going to stay like this. She'll be back to being a night star and being visible, but not until July. So
Oh.
right now, this is part of her 9-month
Oh.
of being a morning star, and then she goes below. She entered the night sky in April, but she hasn't really been visible, and now she's not, and that will continue till we get into July.
Okay.
So, and then Mercury's going to have a Kazami and join her. So, and on the day of the full moon, it's going to be the sun, Venus, or the sun, the moon, and then Venus, and they're going to be 16 degrees.
Mhm.
All
Well,
of them.
today's the planetary. No, it was yesterday. The planetary lineup of all the planets.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? That were, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't shifted very much, so it's
Mhm.
still
It's still-
if you have a clear
yeah.
sky.
You'll be able to see it. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
awesome. All right. So Brenda said a charging female lion woke me up the other night. Thank you, because I had to go to the bathroom so bad. My higher self was helping me out. Oh, it also helped you
Yeah.
remember what you were dreaming about, Brenda.
Right.
You know, do you sleep on white sheets? I mean, there you go. You were lying on the sheets.
Oh my
That's good.
goodness.
I like that.
That's
Oh,
great.
wow. That's
Mm.
like my dream where I almost crashed my car into another car and I woke myself up. I think it's
Mhm.
just us being jolted awake by things that are happening in our lives, and we just have to listen to what the messages are around them. So, wow. You got it approved of you getting up to go to the bathroom. Maybe you were talking in your sleep. So it's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. All right. Any other comments to Brenda? We're just
Yeah.
glad that you didn't wet your pants, Brenda. Yeah.
I just looked up lion in the spirit animal book just to see
Yeah.
what it would say about a lion, and it says hold your head up high and keep digging in. Keep your dignity no matter what you're faced. You're stronger than what you think, and know that you have courage. Courage is available for you to confront uncomfortable situations. So
Hmm.
listen closely and discern carefully before acting rather than moving ahead impulsively and recklessly when faced with
I
a tough
love that.
decision.
Awesome.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
That's by Dr. Stephen Farmer.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Good.
nice.
Thank you. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
I got the. Oh, I'm sorry. Go.
No, go ahead, honey.
I got the gift of giving.
Love that.
It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All night long, let me tell you.
All
Night.
night long.
Right.
Uh-huh.
I get it's enlightenment. This is part of your growth process. And it's a time of healing. So a lot of what Callie said too, but also I got a lot of Durga Ma on that energy, Brenda. And it feels like, you know, how Durga comes in riding on the lion. So that
Mhm.
divine feminine, you know, she's
Yeah.
not only the slayer of demons, but she's also the mother of the universe. So,
Right? And the strength card.
Mhm.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Bam.
All right. Yeah.
It was a
Very
loaded
cool.
dream.
Yeah, that
it
was a loaded dream, girl. Yeah.
Okay, so Mary Starshine has a 3-part dream here. I mean, you know, 3 different. So I had a dream at age 8 that I was driving a steam engine train. When I drove over a trestle which crossed a river, it collapsed and I fell to my death. I fell out of bed and awoke on the floor. At age 40, my grandma told me my paternal grandpa died that way.
Wow.
My grandpa Jack calls me George, which was his dad's name. Wow.
Wow.
So could she have been her paternal grandpa?
I'm my own grandpa. Not trying to make light of it, Mary. It's-
Yeah. No.
That's that song.
Yeah. So Mary, I know you're here. When you were 8, was your grandpa, had he passed before you were born? That's my question. Otherwise, I think there's some kind of a tie-in with
Being.
a different timeline, or being there somewhere. Yeah.
Well, and Grandpa Jack recognizes her as being George. So
Right.
following that,
Yeah.
it sure does
It just sounds like
solidify that idea.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And
I
she
just
says,
keep hearing the word transported. Transported is what I keep hearing.
Okay.
So yes, her grandpa died before she was born.
Okay.
So
Oh, wow.
I have to think you were he. You were him. And then you called George, you know, as a joke, I know, but you were called George. So there was something about it that they recognized. And you've always loved trains. Even that's a surprise since he fell to his death in the train. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. She could have been looking in on his passing. That's very true. She could have. Yep. Wow.
Yeah, I'm getting mixed reviews about when I ask if you were him. It's a no, but he is like one of your spirit guides. But I feel like he's kind of a walk-in too, Mary.
Oh.
And that's a big yes. So he like kind of walks in and I don't know if it's when you're sleeping or what, but he's like so connected to you. You guys are
Yes.
so connected to each other. It's just a
Mhm.
really special bond. And he is a guide, but it's something more than that.
Oh, Jack
Yeah.
called you George after he passed.
Oh wow.
So that you've had a visit then from Jack, from Grandpa Jack.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
It's got to be
Hmm.
one or the other. It's either got to be that
Yeah.
she was he, or that she. It's interesting because
Or-
I've been reading this book, and it's called Time Shifts,
Ooh, that
and
looks
it's wonderful. It's experience of slipping into the past and the future as well. There's one about a lady who remembers seeing a vision of a person that was dressed in a white shirt coming through a gate. She never knew who it was. She didn't recognize the person because the person was older than her brother was at the time. And then as she goes on, she says she knows that that was her brother, because when he passed, they had the funeral there at that room, at that house where the gate was, that she saw him coming through. But this is when she was like 16, she saw him. And then, of course, he didn't die until she was in her 40s. So, wait a minute. No,
What if
not
she was George,
Hmm.
Yeah. that.
his
Well,
father?
yeah, I think so, because George died before she was born. And
Is-
so that, he may have said, that he wanted to come up. Yeah. It must have something to do with the family connection. Yeah. Yeah. That's very possible.
Mhm.
Yeah. There's a really strong tie there.
Oh yeah.
Really strong.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to pull the beloved dead card, see if I get anything else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Older lineage. It's very interesting that you love trains. My dad was a big train person, and I spent my life around them. Even the model trains. We used to go to all the model train shows and everything. And hi, Kaylee. Hello.
I have a couple engines. Well, I have a train, but I have two Lionel engines, steam locomotives. One's from 1946 and one's from 49. And I'm so tickled to have those.
Uh-huh. So what I get here is that George had a big personality, and he was in this. I'm feeling like he was in the prime of his life, and then of course this train derailed his life, so to speak. Yeah. He's a wise guy, and so what he does some of the time is come in and I believe that he is very jokey. He jokes around a lot, but I think he's definitely just thrilled with you, and has been from the very beginning, because I'm getting that he believes it's a privilege to have you as a granddaughter.
Oh.
And so, and that you like the trains makes him so happy. So at the very least, he's found a connection with you, even if it's not. But that dream is amazing. He was a German. He was very strong. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. German.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I got initiation. So
Wow.
going through that portal, it's like
Mhm.
I feel like you were kind of looking for a body at the same time that he was leaving. And time is different on both sides,
True.
right?
That's true.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. I have nothing left to add because you're right.
Yeah.
I just feel it's George.
Mm-hmm.
And I get that too. I get that but there even could be just like parts of him that because I got all paths lead home. And
Ah.
so, that it was like you were I keep getting that there's parts of him that are in you. So I mean, are
Yeah.
you him? Well,
Like a
I get that there's parts of you or parts
Yeah.
of him in you.
Definitely.
like
Yeah.
all-
and in his death, it was a fractal moment
Right.
yeah.
because everything was like, oh, what the hell,
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
you know?
Absolutely.
We don't know the condition of his body when he landed. Not that
That's
the body
true.
had that much to do with the soul and the crossover, but we've had tales of that split soul.
Mhm. We have, and there are some people who immediately reincarnate.
Yeah.
We've already learned that. So here's my experience with something similar to that. My father had a brother named Abbott. Abbott was born in like 1907 and died in 1914 or something of diabetes. And he was an angelic child. He was like the perfect child. My dad was not born. He never knew him. My father was the replacement baby. And so my dad was born in 1917. When my son was born, he was an angelic child. He never got in trouble. He was always a good boy. He did everything. And I really thought that maybe he was the reincarnation of my Uncle Abbott. But my mother did not want me to say that
Oh, I
because
bet.
she was afraid that he would die young, I think. I think that was what it was.
Oh.
But, I do think families want to come back to families. They really, really do. That doesn't mean for sure that that's what happened with George, but I find it fascinating, Mary, that you had that dream about the trestle and then you find out, oh my God, your grandfather died that way. That's
Mhm.
amazing to me.
Yeah. Feels like it was a real surprise to him.
Mhm.
Yeah.
To
Like,
go that quickly. Yeah.
Yeah. He was
Like, wow.
probably very
how do I
young.
get out of this one?
Yeah, you can't.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing that with us. I don't know that we have a real answer, but at the
But
same
watch
time,
for more omens and more
Yeah.
dreams to come forth now that so many
Yeah.
of us played with it.
Mhm.
that's right. That's right. Be interesting if you could talk to somebody. You have a dream about something odd, and then find out that he lived there, he did there, or he knew these people, or whatever it is, and you'll find out more information. But if you were just a little kid when you had the first dream, they wanted to tell you early when you were more open to it, I think. Yeah, at that point. Wow. All right. Thank you so much. Anne had a super bizarre dream about the Saint Etienne stone. I don't know anything.
Look that up. Yeah.
She says she's not sure it's a real thing. Would be interesting if somebody discovers it named Etienne, like tomorrow.
Right? That would be so cool.
Mhm.
ATM. ATM. ATM.
NGM,
Not in
NGM.
Kansas anymore.
Oh,
Let's see. What is this? ETIE.
well, if there is such a thing,
Oh,
that
there is.
there is, says compassion. So I'm wondering if you hold it, that you become more, it offers you more compassion with other people. There really is. There's a dream about it. I mean, there's a real thing called that.
Eastern Central France, in the massive central southwest of line. I'm looking at Wikipedia.
Mm-hmm.
Saint Etienne, French pronunciation Setien. Okay, we got that part right.
Right.
It's a town, but they're not telling me anything about a saint. Is the 13th most populated community in France. I wonder if
Is it a Saint Etienne or just Etienne?
That's what I'm looking for, but
Oh, okay.
Wikipedia just,
Yeah.
what is Saint Etienne? Is it worth visiting? Who is the patron saint? Saint Etienne.
What'd you
I
find,
found
Terry?
something. It
Yeah.
says
12
impressive-
tapestries.
oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Will you? Oh, I'm
No,
sorry.
you go ahead.
too. It says this exceptional series of 12 tapestries depicts the life, martyrdom, and posthumous miracles of Etienne, patron saint of the Auxerre Cathedral, in 23 scenes. It was commissioned for this building by the Bishop Jean III Bellet, whose coats of arms appear multiple times. So evidently there is a Saint Etienne.
Okay.
Patron
Oh.
saint of, no, it can't be.
Ness says that it's the city has a famous church and it produces unique limestone and marble.
Yeah.
So that's the church I was just chatting about here, or reading about, I should say.
Okay.
I found something that there's 3 impressive white quartz stones at the bottom of a small river valley with marshy woods on one side and rolling hills on the other. One of them is either sunk into the marshy land and fallen over, and many of the stones have been victims of religious destruction. It looks like it was a circle of stones. It's a
Oh.
lovely sight, untouched by human hand for many years, but serving admirably as scratching posts for the cattle. So
That's
it's in a
cute.
field. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's I don't know if you really can't see it well, can you? Anyway.
But no wonder it's compassion then, because it has something to do with the church and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I can't pull it up. Sorry. But yeah. Huh.
There you go. It is a thing, Anne. You're just busy. Kelly? What you
I got Star Ancestors, and it says hidden secrets,
Mhm.
lost wisdom, and to look a little bit deeper.
Oh.
And it's got the pyramids there.
Oh, and Anne's been to the pyramids.
Right.
She has.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
I
She just
just
went
love-
last year. Mm-hmm.
And I just love that there's a stone and a saint and a
Yeah.
church and the whole 9 yards.
I know. Yeah. And you'll have to do more research. And you're the researcher, girl. Maybe they want you to go
right?
there. Yeah,
What
they might
if
want you to go.
she's her reincarnated?
Yeah, I
Mhm.
think she was there in a past life because that's the
Oh.
records. Yeah,
Sweet.
sacred knowledge.
Uh-huh.
So you've been there, Anne.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fabulous. Thanks for sharing that, Anne. That was
Thank you.
that's how we learn a little bit more about all the cool things around it. Thanks, Ness, for your help as well. Oh, wow. Amazing. Jen had a reoccurring dream where I am in a historic museum mansion and I'm ducking off into hidden passages and between walls.
Wow.
All right. So you know that a house represents us and the different parts of us. We have hidden parts. Let's put it that way. We have places that other people don't always see, and throughout our history as a person, as a sovereign being, those places inside of us change. So I'm wondering if it has to do with health. I'm wondering if it has to do with health. Yeah. What do you guys think?
I get there were portals that she was
Okay.
dipping in and out of portals in the mansion is what
Mhm.
is what I instantly got. I can pull a card too.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
I was
Yeah.
getting portals.
Okay.
Portals into your past lives, portals into
Yes.
future.
Okay. Yep.
Dimensions. Yeah.
To her history as a soul. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. Jumping.
Mm-hmm.
The Remington house, where
Uh-huh.
Lady Remington had built all those rooms that were hidden and paranormal, and
Yes, that Winchester mansion.
I always say Remington. It's the Winchester man.
Winchester. Yep. That we're actually going next week.
Oh, really?
Send
Yeah.
pictures.
Yeah, I will. I'll send you guys pictures. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
A little spooky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Where is it? It's in California, obviously, but where was
San
it?
Jose.
San Jose? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's cool. I've been to Hearst Mansion. That's something else.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
beautiful.
So Jen says some passages I walked down, but it actually was up. Many colors and some exciting and some dreary. I think that's what you wanted to say. Wow. Speaking of, the Titanic exposition is coming to Seattle, and I'm dying to get tickets to go see it. It's all kinds of artifacts and stuff, and it's coming this summer sometime. I'm just fascinated by all that stuff. So, all right. What else have we got? We are mansions of many rooms. That's right. You're absolutely right. Okay. I did have a dream. I crashed my car. Then the guy I hit thought I left. Vicki, I must have been having your dream because I didn't see a guy. I woke up before we crashed. So,
Yeah.
have you guys seen that movie Crash? Where they say it was out in 2005. It's very, very good, but it's like we don't notice each other until we crash into each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wasn't it Will Smith? Was he in it?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think so. Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
That was a good movie.
Yeah.
Um,
That was a good one.
Well, Allie, I think you just hit the nail on the head
Okay.
with the, that was your dream, or you were the guy in the car that didn't.
And I did leave, Vicki. I did leave. I left because I didn't want to crash into your car. So that's pretty interesting. Was this recently? Because this just happened to me today. So, and I know that my father used to make a joke about when something wasn't funny at all. He would say, "That's about as funny as a train wreck." That's what he would say. Meaning, of course, that it wasn't funny. But I'm thinking that's as funny as two cars crashing together. So interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah. Worlds are colliding, aren't they?
Worlds are colliding.
They
are.
really are. There's
And-
so many parallels.
Oh my goodness. The person can't see her because she's in a higher dimension than they are.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, love it.
You're ascending, and the person couldn't find you because they can't see you because they're still in 3D.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
I really
love
honestly feel that way sometimes when I'm driving. I feel like I'm invisible. And you know how we all go, "Oh, what am I,
Yes.
invisible?" I really think I am.
Mhm.
I think we are invisible. Yeah.
I think that's going to happen. I think eventually we'll be on all of us on this planet, but in a
Yep.
different dimension than some other people. And
Uh-huh.
Leah's talking about Terrence Howard, and she thinks he's an ET, and 100%. And he's a good-looking ET too. So
Mhm.
Oh, you think he is too?
Yeah.
I can kind of get that from him.
yeah,
Like a
he's
Draconian?
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's just amazing.
They have to be at that vibration to be able to see you. That's right, Miss Mims.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, it's a couple of weeks ago. Okay. Maybe I knew you were coming tonight. I don't know. But I had that at my nap today. That I woke right up, Vicki, right out of my dream because I was going to crash. Miss Mims, that's the way we were dividing and splitting. Yeah. Oh, Leah. He's a Pisces, she says. Ooh.
Yeah.
Leah, you know a lot about him, like I know about Lenny.
March 11th.
Wow. All right. All right. That's my girlfriend's birthday on March 11th. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
There's
Yes,
a
it is.
couple of
Yeah.
YouTubers that are March 11th also.
Are they? Okay. Cool.
I love that.
All right. Julie
Yeah.
wonders why she doesn't remember dreams. Is it because I'm working on the ship at night? Now, I'm going to leave this for Terry because she was just with Dr. Gale. Dr. Gale's always on the ship at night.
She's always on the ship at night, always. Yeah, and that could well be because you're so busy at night. Yeah, you've got a job at night, Julie. So I can pull out my pendulum on that. How's that? But Dr. Gale's a good one to ask about that too.
Yeah.
She'll be on the channel next week,
Okay.
Saturday.
Wonderful.
Well,
Well, Kelly's writing codes in the clouds, so why not? You know, she's up
Yeah.
there too, but she's outside.
I just
Yeah.
heard she's moonlighting.
Yeah.
Oh.
You got a big old yes on that, Miss Julie.
All right.
Yeah. There you go.
Uh-huh. Yep. Oh, Leah, you're so right. I'm super tired too, and I'm aware that I went. Yeah, I'm exhausted. I can't catch up for some reason. So
Well,
Yeah.
I know the reason. You've got a lot going on over there.
yeah. Well,
But-
and there's probably a lot I'm doing at night.
Yes.
Yeah, a
well,
lot you're
yeah.
doing. Yeah, you're busy everywhere you go.
Right.
you're like
Cocoa
a
Puffs. That's what it is. Yeah.
type of personality and spirit and physical.
Mhm. Vicky also says, oops, why did I do that? I hit the thing and it goes to like 120 or 115.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Did you remember Ness?
Yeah. Ness,
Oh.
if you want to prepare to come in, we have one more to do before you. Okay. So she had a recurring dream when I was little about driving off a bridge. We went across to go to my grandma's, and the dream went on for years till I was 13. I've had something similar to that, only does everybody know about the Chesapeake Bay Bridge and Tunnel? You know, that you go down under the water and then you come back up. And well, I'm on that road, but it doesn't have a tunnel. And all of a sudden I'm in all the water. I'm driving still. But I have a ways to go to get to the other side. And I'm wondering, is my car going to make it over there? So I wonder, driving off a bridge.
We have a bridge went across to my grandma's. That dream went on years. Over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house we go. Yeah. Everything is a song tonight, girls.
I know.
That's because of your outfit.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
That's what it is. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, reoccurring dreams are something that we've seen a lot of, and I've had a lot of them. I think everybody has. It's something that we're not. We can't get the message. I think that's what it is. That's why it keeps coming back. But it stopped when you were 13.
And what I think you should do is see if there was ever an accident on that bridge prior to your birth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
And see if there's anything there that is trying to show you this was your past life.
Right.
You know, and there's got to be a record somewhere of that business.
Yep.
Where is the bridge at, may I ask?
Yeah. Where is it?
And I just kind of wonder, Vicky, you know, it was happening as a child until you were 13, that maybe things in your life at that time just seemed to be kind of spinning out of control, that there was a lack of feeling in control and going over the bridge. I'm just wondering if it wasn't to do with maybe something in childhood.
She says on that bridge there were several outside of Rolla, Missouri.
Oh, Rolla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
My
have a
late
friend that
husband-
lived in Rolla. That's the only reason I know for sure what you're talking about. Wow. It started when you were 2 or 3, but at 13, Miss Mims has nailed the idea. What happened? Like what happened? And you may not remember, but it stopped the dream. Yeah.
What if you were 13 when the car fell off the bridge?
Okay.
Oh, wow.
That's
Yeah.
very true. So in that lifetime, you only lived up to that age. So there's nothing to go forward to remember going forward from that age. Wow. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
It does
Yeah.
make sense. Yeah. I like that. Miss Mims, many of our dreams could be screen memories that are placed there because we're busy on the other side. That's true. And I remember in this book that I'm reading that it says that we actually have a lot of, we have false memories, and we already know that about some people. They had a false memory that, that somebody raped them or hurt them or molested them or whatever, and it's not a true memory. So you have to wonder also about some of the false memories that might come, and you thought it was real, but actually it was just a dream in that case as well. So, okay.
So there's a lot of information. I'm looking up to see if there anything
Okay.
would just jump out. And there's a lot of information about a footbridge having been made, and that the Rolla Missouri Bridge closure and the Rolla Missouri Bridge history.
Yeah.
So perhaps you can find something that can relate to some sort of an accident that could trigger that kind of a dream.
Yep.
And if the child was 13 when the accident occurred, that would be an explanation also.
I like the imagery of a bridge, though. The reason I do is because we bridge ourselves over. And it's interesting that you were 2 or 3, and then you became a teenager, and you bridged over into being a teenager from a child. And so there's a lot of symbolism that way too. Terry, I want you to be able to say what you think.
Okay. Sorry, I'm sitting on something weird as usual. No. I feel like it's an Atlantean or Lemurian heart, or like heartbeat almost is what they're saying. It's like a lifetime when everything exploded. And that's a memory that you're kind of carrying forward from that, because you're here and things are already gone past that stage where things would explode. But the energy here is a lot like that. Like we've passed through that, and now we're at that dimension. But at 13 also, your ego takes over a little bit more.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like this. Yes, the bridge to puberty. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's definitely like that old thing. Well, you're a woman now.
Yeah.
Which
oh my God.
But it's an old fashioned, type of thing that people would say, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Period. Now you're a woman. Give me a break.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't believe in those old dreams or any of that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How can I be a woman? You keep telling me to grow up.
I know. Yeah. But I'm a woman, but I can't make up my own mind. Kelly, did you have anything you wanted to say?
I was just feeling like maybe it had something to do with her childhood.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. Very true. All right. We have one more, and then Ness has a something that happened this morning, and we're going to bring her on, and she can talk about it. So Liz in Oz says her dog, in her dream, her dog drowned because I did not get her out of the shallow pool soon enough. Gave her CPR. She came back, but gave me a very angry, ugly face, unlike hers. I woke up quickly. You were in the doghouse, Liz.
Right?
Yeah. Wow.
I get gratitude that, your dog had an angry look on her face, but she was holding on to a lot of gratitude, as were you, for saving her life.
Yeah.
Yep. I get here. It wasn't her time. There's a request. There's a timer.
The timer.
So it wasn't the dog's time. Diana, go ahead.
Well, just that she was so relieved. There's the mixture of anger and relief. The face is going to be askewed anyway. I don't think it was anything personal. I think that it was just, oh my God, I can't believe I almost died.
Yeah.
Which now this is, you know, how does this apply to you? What
Yeah.
in your everyday life?
Hmm.
Are you feeling guilty about something with your dog, or are you getting an omen or a warning sign for something else inside of you, something you need to pay attention to?
That's
With
true.
water, you know, think about pipes breaking. Ask Allie about that. She knows how that happens. But things along that line.
Hmm. And also, a dog is a man's best friend, and so you might have felt like you let man's best friend down. Yeah. Anyway, Terry,
Yeah. Unconditional love too, dogs, right?
absolutely.
So relax. And
Mhm.
like Diana was saying, I feel like there might be some fear there thinking about the future. Use your intuition. I pulled intuition too.
Uh-huh.
Everything's going to be okay. What's that song?
And it's Pisces,
Yep.
the fish,
Yeah.
the
Oh
water.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I get that too, Liz. Sometimes I have a dream and it's about like my husband, quote, my husband, but he doesn't look the same. But I know he's my husband. Like you knew it was your dog, and you know that what their faces are like, and it wasn't like that. But I think it's a projection of maybe anger at yourself for letting the dog drown in the dream, of course. But
Yeah, or you're just you're blaming yourself for something you didn't pay attention to in the
Mhm. Yep. Yep.
Yeah. That could be.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. You let her down, but you've saved her too. So
Yeah.
even if
Yeah.
she was mad at you, dogs wouldn't stay mad.
No.
You
Never.
know? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I know it
Yeah.
is a horrible feeling. Of
Yeah.
course it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You love your animals.
All right. So we got
Yay.
Ness.
There she is.
Hello.
Hi, Ness.
Hello.
So
Hi,
Ness,
Ness.
you had something. Was it a vision you had?
Well,
happened?
it's a message, and I actually posted onto Terry's channel earlier today, and it comes
Okay.
persistently, and it usually comes in. Sometimes it'll come during the day, but a lot of the times it'll come in right when I wake up. That's a big moment when I wake up or as I go to sleep for messages to come in, and yeah, it came in this morning. And I'm working on this writing project. I'm talking about difficult, complex things, and I have to kind of navigate people through it. And the voice is just like kind of like a simplicity, like kind of like it was kind of like just say it. That's what it was. It was just say it. Like it doesn't need all this like bells and whistles and flash. Like it's just simplicity.
critic.
And
Yeah, it's your inner critic, isn't it?
maybe
Just
my inner critic.
yeah.
It
Yeah.
comes in so much that it feels different than my own voice, but perhaps
Yeah.
it is. It's just like and it happened again. I'm like, wait, this has been happening a couple times. It's like almost like a Queen of Swords energy. It just kind of cuts through everything, especially when you wake up. Your thoughts are so clear. At least mine are. Like there's a clarity in that space where the membrane hasn't been, disrupted with the yoke of the day kind of thing of reality. There's this weird, interesting space. And in that space this morning in particular, it was just like Queen of Swords of like, just say it. You don't have to be so eloquent or a fancy writer. You can just write it. Like it doesn't have to. Anyway, that's it. I'm curious what y'all thoughts are.
It's very interesting. Yeah. Okay.
I love that you're getting into clarity with it, because it's like that clear speaking was the first thing I got. And sometimes that's clear speaking to ourselves too, Ness. I mean, not just about the project perhaps, but what are you telling yourself? And I think we're all going through that right now. Like, what are we saying to ourselves when all this is going on? So
yeah. It's like the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. You've
Yeah.
heard of that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I'm not saying you're stupid, of course, but
No,
it's
but
kind of
that's-
like, it's just the reminder. Get it. I tell my students when they're writing a paper, get it down and then edit it later. And I know
Yeah.
you do that. I'm sure you
No,
do
but
that.
it has that feeling too. It
Yeah.
really has that feeling. Yeah.
Yep.
Right. And the card I got is answering the call, and
Oh.
the time is now, and that's just it.
Mm.
When you have the thought, you got to write it down, keep it simple, play with it
Okay.
later, just like Allie was saying.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
Awesome.
got approval and oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were nope.
No, that's
No.
okay. I hadn't showed the card.
Yeah, let's see the card.
I think she wrote the time.
Oh,
is
wow.
She's running out the door.
Ah,
Oh,
right.
interesting.
Answering the
Especially as
call.
I'm waking up, that
Mhm.
feels
Mhm.
really
Right.
appropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
very interesting. Yeah.
Mhm.
I love that.
Go ahead, Kelly.
I got approved, but I get like approval and trust, and so
Mm,
to really trust yourself, Ness. Don't doubt yourself.
yeah. There's
And sometimes we just need that self assurance, and we can be our worst critics sometime, and just to trust.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I get the
this all
release
is-
card. The
Yeah.
release card. So
Oh,
yeah,
I love
yeah.
that.
Very interesting.
and so in releasing the idea, the need to be perfect, you
Mhm.
allow for whatever to come in, and then you can always just it's already done, and then
Mhm.
you're going to do editing anyway, so you can
Yeah.
go back and edit
Yeah.
it.
I can
Mhm.
see the elements that themes that came up with y'all, like the inner critic, the
Yes.
editing later, the release, the movement, the woman running out the door. I can get a sense
Yeah.
of what's
Sure.
at play. Awesome. I love y'all in the future too to talk about that interesting space as we wake up, because it's not really dream space quite yet, but it's like a lot of stuff can happen in that whole
Yes.
space.
Yeah.
I'd be so curious to hear other people's experiences too.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
I'm gonna drop.
That's great,
Yeah.
Ness.
That's
Thank you,
really
honey.
important.
Thank you,
Thanks,
everyone.
Ness.
Appreciate
Uh-huh.
it, Ness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
Go
this
ahead.
is us. We're all falling into this trap, I think, Vicky. And it's just what I don't know. I'll have something going on, and then I'll say, well, that's probably just me. I'm being stupid, or that. All that self-talk is so difficult for us to move away from, because it's taken years and years of being conditioned and doing it. Yeah. It's hard to
We
do.
have to change the story we tell ourselves. For
Yes.
sure. I mean, we all go through imposter syndrome.
Oh yeah.
And some of us go through it, every couple of hours.
Yep.
When we're having a bad day.
You're right. Yes. Yeah. That's very true. That's very true. Wow. Well, it's been an interesting evening. Thank you
Always
to
fun.
everybody for sharing your dreams and your visions and some of the
Yeah.
other things, and Ness for coming in and talking about what you're working on. This whole thing that's unfolding for you, Ness, is so process related that it's amazing to me. It has to do not only with what you're doing in your physical life, but also what you're working on in your spiritual life. And all of us are doing it. We all just don't remember. It just, it's
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
And
So,
it's such second nature to us.
that's
And we
very
don't
true.
give ourselves credit for it is also second nature, because it's been knocked out of us. It's
The
that
conditioned
you're
mind.
right. You're a woman now.
Uh-huh.
Well, then why are
Yeah.
you telling me to grow up?
All those
Right.
voices of the past. Yeah.
Oh,
For me, it was my mother always saying, we can't afford that, Alice. We can't afford that. And it's very hard to not hear that when you've got a niggling thing going on in your head. And, yeah.
that conditioning.
Anyway. Yeah.
It's embroidered. It's needle and thread embroidered.
Sue, it's good to see you. We're on our way out the door because we're at the end, but your guide appeared mid-dream and they walked through a outline of a cloud interrupting you. They warned you to wake up and look for your cats. That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing. That's a wonderful way for us to remember what it is we're here for. And you've got them in your dreams. How beautiful is that? That's just awesome. Yeah. We had two things. I got woken up before my car crashed in my dream. And what was it? Who almost wet themselves and woke themselves up? Now I can't remember who it was. Somebody earlier. Anyway, yeah, the lion. The lion said, "Get up because you got to go to the potty." Yeah.
Was that
so
Willow?
anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Willa. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All
And
right.
then the oh, there was
Bridge.
another dream that was
Mhm.
similar to your car crash.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
yeah,
had the
it
car
was.
crash.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
All right.
We had a
Well,
busy
thank you.
night.
Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Diana. Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you.
And much love to the Bookers. We're sending you
Yeah.
lots of healing energy and love. And we miss you, but we know that you need to take care of yourself. So
Sure.
thanks, everybody, for spending some time with us tonight.
Thank
Much
you.
love.
Thank you. Good night.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.